Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the show. We got a great little lineup for you today with a bunch of very, very cool products. Now, we're going to show you guys products ranging from like RC cars to like docking stations to even keyboards, probably some workout equipment, maybe some massage stuff, and a wide range of other products. Now, we're going to try and get through this in a nice little fashion, but we're going to be showing you guys, of course, all of these beautiful little products at, of course, a great time. Now, we're actually going to start this off with an RC car that would be great for the adults, the kids, or anything alike. Normally, it's about $180 RC. I think it's like $127 today, which is kind of cool. Now, I do know that if you guys buy multiple pieces, that you guys can get like discounts on them and everything else with that. Now, this is the V997 RC. It's like a huge 4x4 off-road style trucking. It's a 1/10 scale style RC car. Now, it does, of course, do programmable with water bombs, so it's like a kind of a water gun little piece with that. Phil, what's up, buddy? What's cracking, Phil? So right here, you guys are going to see, of course, the Storm Master. The Storm Master is a great little item, and, of course, Nikita got to do this. This is from Phoenix. Now, this is a really cool little piece, and of course it's a little bit longer of a video, but that's because you got to kind of put it together. You're going to get glasses, you're going to get batteries, you're going to get the top mounting turret. You will have to mount the turret to it, and of course it's going to come with some extra bits, bobs, and pieces. Now the bits, bobs, and pieces, of course, are for the water guns or water explosives. Now that's a cool little idea that you guys can actually have a nice little water fight with, of course, a robot truck. Now, with it being 4x, it can actually go across certain parts of land that normally wouldn't. And of course, the way it rolls, it's actually going to allow it to roll in several directions with quite ease. And that's the cool piece about this. Now, right here, you guys can see right here, he's unfolding the packet. When he pops the packet out, it's going to put it in, of course, in the places it needs. Now, these are going to be the water beads or the little water inserts. And you guys can see right here, the little... they're like little orbs. Signing up early for voting. Ugh. Dude, voting? What do you mean voting? You vote? To Phil, buddy. I told you we don't talk about that stuff around here. So right here, you guys can see, of course, he's got to drain the water and get these little explosive orbs down inside here, and that's the way it's going to work once you're fully loaded and ready to go. Control is going to allow you to drive it around. It's going to allow you to do functions. It's going to allow you to do circles, instantly circles. It's going to allow you to, of course, arm and target the actual mounting mechanism and aim and shoot at your competitors. Now, with it, of course, right here, you can see it going in circles, driving across the grass, and you can see the turret moving and aiming at the dog. Now, not saying you can chase your dog around, but you could if you really wanted to. Okay, right, cool. It's only going to take me about 9 hours to get there. I don't even know if it would take me 9 hours to get there, but that's it's pretty funny. You sure want me around, buddy? Because I'm not 100% over whatever I have. All right, here you guys see he's moving, he's driving, he's having fun. He's going to town, and he's shooting the little things at, of course, the car. And leaving little marks, so just have fun with it, enjoy it, and all of that. Cool RC car. It's a great little idea. Oh, Phil, buddy. Stop setting stuff up. What do we got next? I think the Oracle Mini Raid 10-in-1 docking station. Now, don't remember who did this.
PC Phil here with a
Phil. Phil did this? Phil, did you take over my Oracle contract? Is that what happened here? Phil took over my Oracle contract? Oh. I really am getting knocked out of my job. Great, buddy, great. Let's go here. Guys, 10-in-1 docking station. This is actually kind of cool. This is going to allow you to dock micro SD cards, TF card readers. It's going to have a USB-C docking. It's going to have 2 USB-A ports, and it's going to have more connections with that. Might be info. So this was my contact from way before we had a team, buddy. I was just going to go there. Yeah, no, that's all good. I just messed. You do have to have a power supply plugged in, guys, so it does have a power brick that you can connect up. It's like the old school power brick. And it's just one of them things. So you need the power to make power, and of course, that's the way this is going to work. Of course, docking. You guys can dock quite a bit, but it's going to allow you to connect up to M.2 SSDs into the top of this. By adding the M.2 SSDs, you now have, of course, a hard drive connectable systems to maybe your laptops, to maybe to your PCs, or to maybe a gaming console, vice versa. By allowing that, you now have, of course, the dock. Now, you guys can do the SDTF card readers. The SD is going to be more like your larger old school videography cards, and then your TF card reader is going to be like your phones and smaller little bits and bobs. Now, 10 gigabytes of data transfer through multiple ports of this, and that's the cool part. Now, it does have cooling technology. It's going to have an HDMI port. It's going to have an Ethernet lane. It's going to have your PC in, and then it's going to go through mode 1 and 2, which is kind of weird with this one because you guys have to switch mode 1 or mode 2. By doing that, that's going to be your RAID switch for, of course, your SSDs on hand. And that's the way it's going to work with that. So you guys can do like copy, you guys can do PM, or you guys can do RAID 0 or RAID 1, and that's kind of where it's going to work out with this. If you are RAIDing your SSDs, that means you have, of course, duplicate together, and it's going to save the same data on those. It's not going to give you guys two separate hard drives. So if you guys are just wanting to copy and play off of them, it's a little bit different with that on hand. It does, when you go through the switches, it's going to tell you guys, it's going to even tell you guys 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100% full capacity or RAID capacity of these SSDs. Now, it's a kind of a cool idea with that, but remember, if you're connecting this to your PC, connected to your back header, it's your most fastest piece with this. Now, M.2s means you guys can connect up to pretty much whatever. Of course, they're going to recommend Oracle SSDs, and I actually use a couple of the Oracle SSDs, and there's some actually pretty fast ones that they offer. Now, remember, you're also limited to the area of how quick this device can actually do that. Of course, with that, Phil's like, you know what, check it out. I got these big old clunky hands, and I'm going to show you guys how to put this little connector in. Then we're going to spin it. It's going to lock it in place, and then your SSD is not going to move. Now, that thermal pad is meant to go on top of it so you can actually cut the thermal heat. When data transferring, of course, guys, you are going to heat up and spin that device. And heating up of that device is going to cause heat, and you guys do not want that heat to, of course, be too hot. So adding a thermal pad to the top is going to allow you to, of course, cool it down. Phil was like, you know what, I'm just going to go with the really small ones that are already on there. I'm not going to add the bigger, long ones, but you know what, that's just Phil's choice. But great little option, beautiful little pieces. Set it up, go to town, and you guys have a nice little dock. You know, it's pretty funny, Phil. I actually knew that product. Up next, it's going to be the Red Dragon K7 9 Pro. This is a wireless keyboard. I don't even think I did this one either. I think I've been...
We're here to show you...
Mm-hmm. Nope. I didn't get the keyboard either. You know what? Alright, Red Dragon keyboards, guys. What can we tell you? It's going to allow you to connect up to multiple ways, including Bluetooth connection and wireless connection. It's also going to allow you to do, of course, USB-C connectability on hand. Now, this has got a really, really beautiful graphic art on top of it. To me, it's like almost like a haunted feeling graphic art with the Red Dragon of this keyboard. Now, it's fully RGB and hot swappable keys. It's going to have a USB-A with the USB-C 90-degree angled cable, but it's going to have that 2.4 wireless gigahertz connection. Now, the 2.4 wireless gigahertz connection is going to give you guys a nice low latency connection. Bluetooth is going to be a little bit more latency, of course. With that, wired has no latency whatsoever. Color pattern is beautifully well set, and you guys can see the colors pop on this. Now, it's only an underlay color. It's not going to be popping through your keyboard because of the graphics with this. Got to get back. Yeah, you go ahead and do that, buddy. Go ahead and do that, my guy. Now, of course, once you connect it up, you guys can, of course, go through the Red Dragon software. The software is going to allow you to adjust, change out, and, of course, set up macros. It's going to allow you to do color patterns. It's going to allow you to, of course, change key functions, so you guys can do different key functions with this, and all of those other variations. Red Dragon makes a really great keyboard. Now, Some of them are decently priced. Some have a little bit more spinnier price, but none of them are out of reach of most people, and they will last you quite a long time. Probably longer than my rest pad that I have for a higher end company. And I'm just going to go there. This rest pad is destroyed, and it keeps flaking off more and more stuff. Well, Red Dragon, guys, phenomenal keyboards, beautiful little graphics art patterns. And you guys can see, of course, that graphics art is phenomenally, really amazingly well done. Set it up, have fun, enjoy it, and do what you need as you need with that. Now, you guys could also do, let's say, like the Tail Air camera. Now, the Tail Air from OBSBot is a really great option for those of you that need to, of course, have a wireless streaming camera. Now, wireless streaming cameras are pretty much one of those things that I 100% fully agree with. We're just going to kind of show it to you guys. We're not going to show you guys in action. But your camera is going to be this camera right here. It's got, of course, a pan, tilt, and zoom tracking mechanism. AI, of course, with this. You're going to notice that mine is used so much that is actually dirty. I probably should clean this. Man, wow. Tripod not included. Tripod is my actual addition to this, and there's a reason for that because I set it up and I use it. If you guys don't do that, you guys get the extended battery, and there's an extendable battery with this mechanism, and of course it's going to take the metal prongs down there, and that's going to allow you to also track in different positions as well. It does take an SD card to go, of course, into this. It's got a 3.5 connection, a micro HDMI, and of course the USB-C connecting cable. Do you need the USB-C connecting cable? No, you do not need the cable because it is wireless chargeable. You literally just press the button back and it's going to, of course, turn on that camera. Now, by activating and turning on that camera, you guys now, of course, can start doing usability. And it is wirelessly usable. So you guys can download the software, of course, on your PC or your phone. If you guys are using your phones, it's going to be like a very cool AI style streaming software. And it's going to allow you to connect up to, of course, streaming sites and stream for those like Streamlabs, OBS, and of course other sites with it. And of course, when you want to, you guys can actually start the virtual camera and then start using it. So if I come over, oops, sorry about that. Let's grab the right thing. So if I come over here, you guys can actually see that we are, of course, inside this. We're going to transform so you guys can see the full screen of this. Now that is, of course, this beautiful little camera. By activating this, I can do auto set sections. You guys can see, of course, the flooring over there. If we want to do, of course, inwards and outwards. Or we can turn it around and we can actually zoom to the back of the house or the TVs. And if I set it on the counter, we can have it aim and target me. Now, by aiming and targeting at me, it will keep track of me. And of course, let's get tracking set in there. And there we kind of go. Now, what that means is we now have, of course, usability. And if I zoom back, it's going to, of course, give you guys that great image. It's going to look a little darker right now because I don't have my upper light on today for some reason, but we could, of course, turn that upper light on, or I can even adjust other lighting in here. By changing your lighting, of course, is going to allow you to affect this. Now, it does have a low light setting camera style mechanism, so if you guys want to do like low light settings and all of those other you guys can change it out is what I'm getting at. So that's the cool part with this. Now, we can mirror the image. We can actually view and gimbal reversed. We can do controls. We can record. We can do buzzer sounds. We can do status lightness. We can, of course, SD card management, or we can format the SD card. I have, I think, a 64 gigabyte SD card in there. Don't really need that large, but if you guys are recording straight to it, I definitely recommend it. Now, with the software, you guys are going to be able to do, like, you know, let's kind of go here. Firmware updates and other variations with this, and that's the kind of cool with the system. Now you guys can also do, like, you know, digital connections, where it's going to allow you to see the connections and of course the usability with the device. Now it does have image controls where we can adjust image. We can even do beautifications. We can do HDR10s and everything with this. It's an amazingly cool camera that's going to allow me to move it and of course adjust it with all around. Having a wireless camera like this comes very, very handy for me. And it probably would for you guys too if you guys are into content creation. or anything of the sort with that. It's a phenomenally, really amazing little camera that will rock your guys' world. Honestly, it's definitely worth the $500 price tag of that camera. If that is not the variation of the camera that you want, then you guys can do like the Tiny 2. Tiny 2, it's just like you think. The tiny little web camera that's got 4K resolution, and it's going to do really, really well. Still has that pan, tilt, and zoom trackability with this, so it's going to allow you to adjust it, move it, and everything else in between. Tripod mount on the bottom, but it also has, of course, a monitor mount that is connected to the bottom permanently as top of this. Now, unlike the last one, this one has to have a cable. So you guys do have to have a USB-C cable connected in. Cool part is I have a couple of these 4K cameras connected up in this house. So when we do this, I'm going to actually pop it on. I'm going to show it to you guys. Probably would do a little better if I had more lighting in here, but you guys will get, kind of the gist of the device as it connects up and starts going. It's going to take a second to recognize the software. So, if you're using it, preset, and that's going to be the variations with this. Now, once we're set up, we're there, and of course in action. I can move presets. I had sneeze, so I apologize. Now, presets are cool. I can set presets up, and I can do presets together. I can even come and make it set up so it activates, and when I turn it on, it starts at a certain position. Now, remember, to have it set up and to do that, you also have to leave the device set there permanently. But it's a phenomenally beautiful little keyboard camera that will do really, really well for everybody. Just a phenomenal setup. Up and go. This one's about $300 with that. There are other variations, though, if you guys need. So the other variations are going to be a little bit different for those of you that need that. Now, we have, of course, some great little pieces on products, and they're going to do really, really well for that. So if you guys are looking for that, OBSBot cameras are definitely worth checking out. Drop my cable, but it's all good. So OBSBot, guys. OBSBot. I do apologize, guys. Yes, there has been spammers on Amazon chat lately, and everybody's
your laptops.
Streams, so we do apologize for that. Now I'm going to show you guys up next. This is going to be a cool little piece. This is a 25,000 milliamp power bank. Now this 25,000 milliamp power bank is great for laptops. It's a 65 watt charger. It's a little bit thicker of a piece. It does have, of course, built-in cabling. So you guys have the cable built in, of course, with this USB-C cable. Now, the USB-C cable means you guys can connect up to laptops, Nintendo Switches, and other devices, power it up, charge it, and all the other stuff in between. It's actually a nice little cable. It's approximately about 3 feet of cabling, which is quite surprising that they added that much cable. It's retractable as well. The power bank does have some extra connections besides the USB-C cable I'm showing you. There's a USB-A port. There's another USB-C port. There's a digital display on the front to show you guys 78% battery capacity. 65 watts of charging through the single port. If you guys are using multiple ports, it's going to divide that up. But it works really, really well. And connected up to, of course, extend your like your AOC Ace Magic PC. And you have, of course, a phenomenal product. And at $50, it's definitely worth checking out. It's just a great little option with that. Now, you guys could also do, like, let's say, Shox Open Fit. Shox Open Fit's going to be like an open air style headset.
You're talking about the Shox Open Fit Air and comparing the Open Fit Air versus the original Open Fit and what you need to know about the difference between the two. First of all, if you look at the case, you can see the Open Fit Air is slightly thinner profile, not quite as high in the case. They're actually slightly lighter to wear on the ear. This is the Open Fit. This is the Open Fit Air. They're a little bit lighter on the ear. And they're a little bit lighter on the ear because they have these kind of hollowed out ear hooks on the back so that when you put them on the ear, it's a little lighter, whereas the Open Fit has a bit heavier of a back on the back of the ear. The sound is very comparable. You get only 1 hour of less battery life on the OpenFit Air than the OpenFit. The OpenFits have a little bit longer, 7 hours between having to charge in the case per earbud versus the 6 hours on the OpenFit Air. They both sound good, although I found that the OpenFit itself sits on the ear a little better with its hook to where you can see the speakers kind of like at the bottom. And with the OpenFit Air, if I hold it down like this and I actually press on it, it sounds so much louder. But when I leave it at its natural like ear hook, you see how it lifts slightly off the ear? That causes it to be a little bit diminished sound. For some reason, just me, possibly something with my earlobes, the OpenFit Air isn't as adjustable and it doesn't hold it against close enough to my ear. This is loud. Almost no sound leakage at all. Surprisingly low sound leakage. So the OpenFit Air I found had less sound leakage to those if you're riding in a car around you. There's less sound leakage than the others. But when I was using the OpenFit, there's more sound leakage on the OpenFit when I was using the OpenFit compared to the OpenFit Air. So just know that's one difference between the two is I found that the OpenFit fit a little tighter on the ear, was a little tight. And the funny thing is I can switch between them.
And of course, guys, left to right, wear them together, great sound quality, good battery life, and allows you to hear everything around you. Shocks does really well with those types of products. It's just one of those products that if you haven't tried, you should definitely try something like that. Now, for the 3D printers. Now, I know a lot of different people that 3D print. It's one of those things, I want a 3D printer at some point, and I really want to start printing certain things. It would be kind of cool. The Anycubic 3D Cobra S1 is going to be a great option for a lot of different people.
Show you how easy it is to pull
you guys
these
can see right here. They're going to be showing you guys some little D&D 3D prints right here that can actually pop apart. It's going to be like, little fixed characters. You guys can do like little mountain pieces. It's going to allow you to hold up to like 4 different elements up top. If you guys have the divider with the system, and this comes with it. So that's going to allow you to do multicolor prints, and it's going to allow you to switch back and forth through the print color. Now, they're just using plain gray right here on this variation. You will really have to take away the stabilization pieces and then clean up the pieces if you want to. And of course, by the bendable plate, it's going to allow you to pop these off one by one or separately, or you guys can kind of use a spatula to kind of help pop it with that. I get that the smaller ones are going to be a little bit harder to, of course, pop off or peel with that variation, but it's a great little thing. It's a phenomenal piece that does really, really well. And to be able to do multicolor prints, and you guys can set up the size. You can actually do a quite large piece, over 6 inches in height, and of course with width, which is great. The magnetic piece is going to allow you to pop it up, take it around, and it can actually lift and lower. So when the print builds, it's going to lower the table. So you don't have to worry about it. Some of the other 3D printers, it's the nozzle that moves. This one, the bed can move up and down as well. So cool ideas, great little options. And while we're thinking about it, why not have air purification so you guys can breathe better? Well, hey, check out Govee and their smart
large
air
room.
purifier. It's going to allow you to do over 1,000 square feet per hour with your rooms. Now, this device is fully smart controlled, so it has app control with it. The app control is amazingly beautiful set up, and of course, it does really, really well. Now, your variations of how you use it, where you use it, and when you use it is going to be just that. You guys can pick and choose. Turbo Connect means the fan's going to go in turbo mode. You guys have, of course, 3 fan speeds, or you guys can go nighttime where it's really quiet and the lights go dim. 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour timer with it as well. And the app will allow you to change that even more if you do the app. You can change the color of the LED lighting. It's a multi-layer HEPA filter. So guys, you have the charcoal inserts. The charcoal inserts are going to only allow you to, of course, just like you would think. You pop it out. It's going to allow you to clean it. It's going to allow you to, of course, breathe better. It's got charcoal. The charcoal is like an active carbon, and the carbon's going to pull out the dander, the dust, the smells, and everything else in between. Go into the app, set it up, and you guys can run it. Now, you guys can just leave it as that, or you can have it set up so it tells you guys what color of quality of air you are running. Or pick and choose your own colors and patterns, guys. Great little option to actually use it right there so you guys can see. They're phenomenally well done. Now we're going to show you guys one more product. While this product is going, I'm going to step aside for a quick second.
I'm so glad that I got this from Poppyco store. It's a 49.5-inch large power tool storage area, and it hooks to the wall, and we were just lucky. I think they did this on purpose. It's exactly the right span with where the studs are. There's a stud every, it looks like 12 inches, right? So that's really nice because I didn't have to put the anchors. I could just drill into the studs. So that was wonderful. It's a 4-tier set, and there's areas for your drills and power tools at the bottom hanging there. And then, there's space for your batteries. There's a outlet on top that I can charge my mower battery and other batteries there. And this is, load it out, rearrange it, and do something else. But, I have some heavy things up there, and it's all, screwdrivers and wrenches, and I even hung the antifreeze. So this is really great for tool organization. I have it all up, and I'm considering putting a rolling tool bench under it for the smaller things and nuts and bolts and nails and all of that, and smaller screwdrivers. But this handles small screwdrivers, big screwdrivers. I have a couple of little leaf blowers, a couple of drills, a few drills, and all kinds of stuff that I can store up here. But I look forward to storing more. I think I'm going to put this down, hook that to the wall though. Not quite enough space for that there. So I'm glad I read that it can hold up to 600 pounds. We shall see. I will load this up, definitely.
So it's a great little option to hang and sort out your tools in your course garages or other areas. Cool little piece if you were looking for something like that. Then we also have the ESR MagSafe suction cup piece. This is going to allow you to be a ring holder and a suction cup at all. Are you tired of dropping your iPhone or other phones? Well, I got an option from you, and this is actually from ESR. This is their Halo Lock suction phone mount. Now, this suction foam mount is going to work with, of course, the N53 magnets to stick to, of course, that iPhone or magnetically MagSafe cases, which is great. If you do not have a magnetic safe case, they actually give you this magnetic ring that you guys can actually 3M adhesive to a back to a phone that doesn't do that. Now, guys, you're literally going to take your iPhone with the magnetic case. It's going to magnetically stick, and then, of course, it's stuck there, and you don't have to worry about it. This suction and strength is actually really well done. Cool part about this is it's not just that, it's also, of course, a pop socket or a ring holder. So if you guys want to hold it, you guys don't have to worry about it. It's there for you. Now, that also means you guys can use it as a kickstand this way, or, of course, the other variations for you with that. Now, another thing it does, it's got a suction cup on the end, and that means you guys, if you really wanted to, you can magnet or suction it to, of course, another item and not worry about it. It's super strong. And honestly, the magnet breaks before the suction. So if you guys see that, the magnet breaks before the suction, which is kind of cool. Then, of course, you just pry off the suction and you're good to go. This thing's actually really coolly well done, beautifully set up. And if you guys need a great little option for you, just remember if you need to go charge your phone, pop it off, and then you can charge your phone. Guys, ESR's got you covered with this little bad boy. So, nice little option, guys. If you need to use something, you guys could stick it around the house. Use it wherever you want. It's a cool little piece. Now, do be careful what you stick to. Now, remember, the suction cup's actually a little bit stronger than the magnet itself, and that's one of them things. So if you guys need, ESR's definitely got you covered with that one. They also have the cool drawing screen protector. So if you guys have, like, the tablets and stuff, they make a protector. Now, this protector is kind of great little option for the 12.9-inch screens for your iPads. It's going to allow you to use this the drawing pins or pins on the actual tablet without having to worry about your tablet getting hurt. And having that option to with that is kind of great to be on hand. It's magnetic, so it magnetically sticks, and you guys can pull it back off. You don't have to worry about it staying permanently on. And that's a really cool idea. To be able to magnetically stick it to it and then peel it off at will is one of those things. I agree. They're reasonably priced. I mean, for like $16, it's a great price point. It's going to allow you to, of course, save your screen. And if you guys are trying to, of course, draw on your screen, if you guys have ever seen what drawing on your screen without a protector does, it's going to leave marks and all of that other stuff. It can even leave indents. By having this, it's going to allow it to protect it a little bit more. It's just one of those things. And it doesn't break the bank account to kind of save or protect your iPad. So that's just one of those great little options. But I totally agree. It's definitely really, really amazing little piece. Now, for everybody else that's using like AirPods, some of the AirPod cases, that you guys get with your Apple AirPods, well, they don't lock close. So ESR made one that actually magnetically locks closed. It's also going to give you extra battery life, but it's going to hold, of course, your stock AirPods with that. And it's kind of a cool idea because if you guys know, my kid loses her AirPods all the time. Now, being able to wirelessly charge your AirPods is what this will also allow you to do, and that's a cool idea. You guys can use USB-C to charge it. You guys can use, of course, the wireless charging, or you guys can, of course, just not charge it at all. It's up to you. If you don't want to charge it, hey, I understand. It's got a little, I'm not going to say it's a lanyard, but it's got, of course, a hand strap. Most people aren't going to use the hand strap. Go in there. I'm one of those people that never use a hand strap on one's devices. The locking cover is where it's kind of cool because it's going to allow it to stay stuck inside there and you don't have to worry about losing it. The wireless charging, and if you guys have been around here for my shows, you know I love wireless charging. I'm a big fanatic of wireless charging. It's quicker for me to set a phone down than it is to fight for a cable that somebody already has taken throughout the house and trying to find the cable. Wireless charging saves that, and this is what that's going to do. So it's going to give you guys the extra battery life like you'd expect, but then some, and it's going to allow you to wirelessly charge the AirPods. Now, they have different variations, so if you guys have from all the way, I think it's like to 2023, it will work in this case. If you guys have newer ones, they have a newer variation as well. Now, they also carry what's called a waterproof phone case for like the backcountry skiers, the snowboarders, or of course the water people. And this is a great little idea with that. This is going to allow you to put your iPhone in there, and yes, they make one for the Android users as well. And it's going to allow you to put it in there. And by putting it in there, your now phone is fully waterproof, water resistant, and a protective bag. It does have a strap. The strap's going to allow you to strap it around your neck or, of course, cross-body carry it however you want. Just readjust the strap. The bag will allow you to work the phone while it's in the bag, so you still have full functionality of the camera, full functionality of the screen, and, of course, the buttons. So you don't have to worry about, can I, of course, use it? It has that functionality. If you are the type that's going to go swimming with it or need to take videography underwater, it's got a really cool air pocket that's going to allow it to float on this. It really is. Your iPhone is pretty much water resistant. I can set this under my sink and let it get wet. It's really not going to hurt the phone. Do I recommend doing that? No. Honestly, you can get it splashed and stuff, but yeah, it's just one of those things. Because they have to have speakers on your phone, it still has an open hole in it so water can get in. Now, that's the variation. With a pocket like this or a carrying bag like this, it doesn't allow the water in there. And if you drop it outside the boat, it's going to float. Now, I'm going to go here. It is black, and sometimes black ain't going to be easy to see. Now, there are other colors and variations. So, make sure you pick a bright high-vis colorway. And that's why it's got that little orange cover. That orange cover also pops off so you guys can inflate the air pocket. By inflating the air pocket, it's going to allow it to float above water. Now, it's got a breakaway neck, so you don't have to worry about it like choking yourself and everything else in between, which is great for, you know, being on the neck. And it does break away in 2 different areas, so it doesn't just break away at the first clip. It can break away in the second area, and you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't actually break it. It just breaks away with the pressure. And I kind of like that. And again, because it's ESR, they're like, hey, you know what? We're not going to charge everybody an arm and a leg. It's literally $14. $14 to protect your phone is a great option. Now, this one's for like the iPhone 15 Pro Max and iPhone 14 Pro Max. Possibly even the 16 Pro Max. I believe it's all the same size. But variations will vary. Now, if you guys need different size variations, they make them for smaller phones as well. It's just an option for it to protect your phone. I mean, it's kind of a cool idea. I've tested quite a few of those. I actually even tested that one in water with my phone on it. No problems, nothing whatsoever. So it's a great little idea. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. My only problem is it's a bulkier bag. You're literally, it's not meant for your pocket. If you have a case on your phone, you have to take the case off because you're putting it in another case. It would have been cool if they would have made it big enough to leave my case on it. But I get it. It's, you know, they're trying to get you to use their products, and it definitely works. Up next is going to be the Eufy X10 Pro RoboVac. This is going to be a mopping vac system that Sheila did. Now, we're going to let the video play. I'm going to cut off my camera for a second, guys. But while it plays, you guys are going to see it in, of course, action on hand. Now, this device is self-emptying and self-dumping. Now, by that being said, you guys can actually mop and clean out your house on hand. It's going to allow it to self-do it. It's a RoboVac and a RoboMop at the same time. It will empty its dirty water out. It's going to refresh the water system by itself, so you don't have to worry about that. It's also going to pull out the dirt and debris out of the debris bin when it's vacuuming. You're going to get about, I'm going to say, about 12 millimeters of lift or movement. It's not going to climb stairs, so, you know, if you have a slight little dip in the floor, it can kind of go over a slight dip. Not a large amount of it, though. Edging tools, and of course, the brush can be cleaned out and pulled apart. It does come with extra pieces. It's got what's called LiDAR system. So LiDAR is just one of those systems that's going to map out your house, and it's going to map out your house constantly. So every day when it's doing its routine, if you have it do it every day, it will remap out the place. Now, they say about 60 to 90 days of debris from the dirt bin in here. It really depends on how heavily trafficked your house is. That's where I'm going to go with this. So if you guys have a really heavily trafficked house, it's going to, of course, going to need probably emptied out a little bit more than that. If you guys have large dogs, you know, the hair is going to fill it more. You also need to pre-check your house when these are in action if you have animals or kids. Spills or accidents or, you know, accidental, you know, we're going to say accidents. If your dog has an accident on the carpet, it's going to roll through it. It's not going to recognize, it's going to think it's like a debris. You don't want it to smear it across the place, so pre-treating your house is just one of those things. But for, like, not every day, so that's going to give you guys breaks of cleaning. And that's the cool part. It can determine if it's carpet or hardwood floors, and that's a variation. By the mapping and, of course, the app, you guys can do what's called no-go zones. You guys can change the amount of vacuuming it does. You guys can make it go for mopping only or vice versa. You guys can set those modes up in those areas with that. And, of course, that's a cool little idea with one of these systems. So just a great little option to, of course, clean up your house and all of those bits and bobs. Now, we're going to talk about this next product, and I'm going to go into depth with this one. I'm actually using it. It's on the counter right over there. I don't know if you guys can see that little chrome piece. by my finger. I'm actually touching it with my finger right now. Not technically, but it's what it looks like. That Chrome device is what we're talking about. The Govee Smart Home Ice Machine. Kind of going to go into depth with this one, and I'm going to talk about it. I don't have a refrigerated ice machine, so we have a countertop variation. I don't use it personally. My wife and kid love ice machines, and they use ice all the time. This device is going to cost you about $135 today, but it can make 26 pounds of ice every 24 hours. Now, with this device, it's going to allow you to do 3 different sizes of ice. So you guys can do small, medium, or large. It has app control. By looking at the app, it's going to tell you guys how much ice is in there. It's going to tell you guys the uptime. It's going to tell you if you need to clean your actual ice machine. Now, it does recommend cleaning the ice machine every 2 to 3 days. Now, me being me, it was like every 2 to 3 days or 72 hours is just, it's a little much. Well, I learned my lesson today, and I had to clean it, and I didn't clean it for like 4 days, and we had a little bit of algae growth. Now, I understand algae growth is going to happen in these countertop ice machines. Guys, get a descaler. It'll clean it out. It's not a problem. Usually, though, like my older ones, I wouldn't clean it for like a week or 2 at a time, and that was totally fine. This one does need to be cleaned every so often. Now, that's the variation with this. Now, it's a great little idea that you guys can schedule and make ice. Now, the app, if you guys can see, here's the app. It says ice is full. It's going to tell us that there's 99 cubes. There's about 1.25 pounds of ice in there. And it's going to allow me to, of course, turn on the lighting, turn off the lighting. It's going to allow me to, of course, change the amount of it. You guys can see how much ice that we actually use and work through around here. So, like, on the 20th, we made about 5 pounds of ice. Now, 5 pounds of ice is a crazy amount of ice to go through in a day. It's irrelevant. But having a countertop ice machine is going to allow us to do that without a problem. Because it can do that, and it's going to allow you to make 9 ice cubes every 6 minutes, you don't have to worry about it. And now, of course, it's back in action saying make an ice. And that's because it melts as it's not being used. So it will melt down. It will, of course, go back into action and all of that. It's a great little idea to have a countertop ice machine if you guys need ice. Do I recommend cleaning it like it says? Yes. For this one, definitely clean it like it says. It took me longer to clean it today than it normally does, and that's because, well, I was under the weather for the last week, and I was not in the mood to actually clean it. My fault. Clean it. Clean it like it says. So Govee, they make a great product. It's just follow the instructions like they say. All right. For those of you getting ready for the holidays, and I mean, you guys might be doing a Halloween party. Maybe you're doing a Thanksgiving get-together. Maybe you guys are doing a Christmas get-together. Keeping your food warm for everybody to eat is a great idea. Not having the space to do a lot of that sometimes is one of those things. Having a mat that can allow you to warm up, like, little snacks, maybe dips and stuff, is a cool idea. Cold Phil made this one, and you guys will probably enjoy this a little bit.
Everyone, and may the force be with you. Nikita with Dragon Blogger here to show you the Cold Fill foldable food warming mat. Now, this thing is honestly amazing. I think that this is an ADHD person's like food paradise product, because so many times I can't tell you, like, I leave my food and it gets cold and I like want to put it in the microwave, but I microwave it too long and it gets too hot, and then I gotta wait for it to cool down. And though this is a more time like consuming option, I think that this is better for getting that food either warmed up properly or keeping food warm once you have it made. Now, I'm going to get mine set up in the kitchen. I have some like stuffed jalapenos that I made earlier, and I actually let them sit out and get kind of like room temperature. It's about like 70 degrees in my house, so they are kind of cool, and they just taste better warm. And so I wanted to try out the food mat with these, and so this is me doing that. I basically get it plugged in. I set it to the 110 temperature, which is the max temperature they I can go on this setting. And I basically kind of set it and forget it. I ended up leaving it on the mat for about 15 minutes, and they were at the absolute perfect temperature. Now, it does take about 2 minutes to get warm. And if you see under here, you can see that like the way the heating trace kind of runs in like that zigzag pattern. Now, like I said, it takes about 2 minutes to get warm, and then like another minute and a half or so to get to like the target temperature. But once I get it set up, I mean, you can see these heated up very nicely. I can feel the residual heat. The only thing that I will say is that like underneath the little heating coils do not like light up or anything. So like be careful, or like, you know, let people know that like it may be hot, because there's no indication outside of the little power thing on the side to know that it's on. This thing is absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it for parties, holiday events, whatever you may need to keep food warm at.
So that is just a great little idea for those of you needing something like that. It's going to let you keep that food nice and warm. Now, another great option would be kind of like this indoor grill. Now, this is a smokeless indoor grill. It's going to allow you to, of course, you know, cook steaks and stuff on your countertop without having a smoke issue. It's going to be great for like apartments or houses.
I've
And that's
always
a cool
wanted a
idea
grill.
with this. Now, I would have loved to have had something like this because I live in an apartment and I can't grill in my house. So cooking steaks, you know, we have to broil steaks or fry them in a frying pan. Still causes smoke. To have a smokeless style variation, this is where it's kind of at. It uses the heating coil kind of like what's in your oven. It's going to heat up, of course, the plate. And it does have a plate. Now, you guys can cook right on that plate if you want to. Or you guys can put the grill plates down on top to give you guys like char marks and stuff. You don't have to use that plate. You guys can use different styles of platings. Now, you guys can also divide it up and, of course, choose which side you're going to use with it. Now, it has a filtration system. Now, the filtration and drip pan and the filtration systems going to collect that smoke, so you don't have to worry about, you know, cooking your foods and having all the problems. Now, I had a variation like this of an older style. It still lets smoke out. Now, you guys will notice it gets up to temp, and you guys can pick and choose the temp you want. Now, they're putting butter down so they can actually melt it, and you guys can see the butter melt. And it's just to help for the non-stick variations of the fooding. Now, you guys can put like breakfast sausages on this. You guys can cook pancakes. You guys can do steaks. Again, you guys can, of course, cook like vegetables, like, you know, mushrooms and peppers and everything in between. Of course, with that. Now, do I recommend putting raw sausage next to your bread? Not really. I mean, I wouldn't personally, but you're cooking, so hey, that's whoever's doing it. Of course, me being me, it's not my type of thing. Make sure it is hot enough, though, for like eggs. You guys want to make sure the eggs don't move around too much. Now they're cutting. Sheila's doing like I think garlic or onions into it, and giving it just a little flavor. You're going to be cooking at a certain same temperature, so all the foods that are on it, you got to make sure that you're able to cook it at that same temp. The sausages, of course, they're always going to take longer. She's just making a sandwich, of course, putting eggs on top of it. But then you got the breakfast links and everything. To be able to cook something like that, not have to worry about your smoke detector going off in an apartment or, of course, a house, is a really cool idea. Let it cool down, and then, of course, take the piece off and wash it off in the sink. You don't have to clean out the whole thing. But remember, let it cool down. It's just one of those things. It's a hot element. You don't want to, of course, flame paperwork or, you know, towels or anything. Just let it cool down. Once you're done, you guys can actually change out the elements and go to wherever you want. Have the extra padding, of course, for the beautiful smokeless treatment, which is even better. It's a fan system is what it is. So it's going to suck the air or the smoke in. Is it going to take all of the smoke out of the air? No, not if you guys are cooking at such high heat that you are burning your food. It's just a great little idea from Cuisinart to have something like that. So definitely check it out. You guys might enjoy that one. Now, you guys can also get like the smoothie blender
This blender
right
is
here.
for
And this
shape-
is another great idea. This is a great little smoothie blender system that's going to allow you to make smoothies, milkshakes, vegetable drinks, whatever you really want. It's going to come with the mixing lid. It's going to come with the the cup, and it's going to come with extra lids. So you guys can put the lid on and off at will. Now you're probably like, well, hey, yeah, how do I use this? Well, yeah, you got to tip it over and all the other variations. It's going to come with straws, cleaning tools. It's going to come with the base, and there's your actual mixing cup. So you have a mixing cup. Now the cups are identical. You guys can use them both as a mixer. It's got, of course, the blade system for the bottom. The blade system is technically just a lid. Now that lid is going to go into the base, and it's going to be activated by the motor in the base. And of course, you guys just press down and turn it on, and then that's going to go into action. Now there are some triggered buttons on it, and you guys can change out the speeds and the variations of how you're using it. The straw is going to allow you to drink through it like a straw if that's what you want. If you guys want to use, of course, like a milkshake, set up a milkshake. If you guys are doing like fruits, you guys can do fruits. You guys pick and choose. If you want to do like crushed ice, you guys can do crushed ice in this. Do I recommend putting whole, hard, chunked ice? Not really. Could it chop it up to a point? Yes. I don't want to dull the blades that way, so I'm going to use like really chunked up ice already. I then set it up, start mixing it, and of course you guys can smooth it out, blend it out, and mix it on in there. Now once you guys have it mixed, it's going to of course froth out and of course become literally like whipping cream. And that's what she was making, was whipping cream here. So you guys can use heavy cream to make whipping cream as well, or vice versa. So really great little options, cool little piece, and of course definitely worth checking out. Osmosis systems. Now guys, having a water top osmosis system is kind of cool. Setting it up on your countertop to have clean water, and you guys can have it either room temp, or you guys can heat it up or even cool it down, is one of those options. Now, Water Drop has the K19. Not going to actually show the video for that because the link is not working for me, so we're just going to show you guys the product. But it's a great little idea. You guys can, of course, set that up, get it going, and get some clean water. You guys can do tepid, room temp. You guys can heat it up a little. And it's going to filter out the particulates and, all, of course, the junk out of your water to give you fresh, clean water. Next up is going to be the beautiful ProLux vacuum machine.
All right.
This is a longer video. This is a Nate video. This is like a 10-minute video. We'll kind of go bounce through it a little bit. This is a wall-mounted garage system that's going to have a 30-foot cable or hosing. And it's going to allow you to put it in wherever you want in your garage. So let's say you guys want to hang it in your garage and, of course, do what you need. You guys can do that. Having a regular shop vac is just one of those things that can get annoying because you got to wheel it around emptying the stuff. This one's going to be like a nice little fixed variation for, of course, your wall. You're going to have, of course, like a nice cleaning floor tool, so you guys can actually vacuum like carpet if you really wanted to. But it's not just a dry vac, so it can actually do water, so you guys can actually suck up water. It also turns into an inflatable or an inflator or a blower, so you guys can actually make it a blower system. So you guys can blow dirt and debris out of filters. You guys can blow the ground, whatever you really wanted to. It's going to come with the mounting hardware. It's going to come with, of course, the screws. It's going to come with extra crevice tools. It's just a great little system. And it has a filter system with it. So by doing that, you guys, and it's going to have the hose holder and everything in between. Find an area. Re-drill. And, of course, he's going to show you guys. He's going to drill through this faux brick, which is actually lightly small and skinny. And then he's going to have these lag bolts. Now, you guys can pick those up on Amazon or pretty much any hardware system place. Once you do that, guys, you can just set it in there. Or you guys, if you know that it is a wood beam, you guys can just put lag screws through there. And now you guys see he's popped these holes in here. And, of course, now he's got to set the lag in it. Then he's going to screw it in there. Once it's there, it's mounted. Now you can actually hang off it if you really wanted to. And then set up, of course, that vacuum system on there. Now, put the hose piece next to it. And look, you got 30 feet of hose that can clean up areas throughout your garage, your house, or wherever you really want to set it up to. And, of course, right there, you guys can see that it's picking up stuff to a certain debris size. It's a hose. Anything bigger than that may block it and all of those other pieces. But it's a great option. ProLux does really good with their products. So if you guys need something like that, definitely check out that nice little shop vac. Now, we can also show you guys the Yita Home 4-piece kitchen chairs or outdoor dining chairs.
Yida Home provides these wonderful chairs. They're sort of a retro look or beachy, and it's a 4-piece rattan wicker set. So it's so easy to put together. They come in a large box, and there you just have 3 screws. All 4 legs sort of slant out, so it's really supported. It's very sturdy. Larger adults can sit in these chairs as well as the little ones, but you might have to help them push it in. So I'm just putting, you hand tighten as far as you can with the washer and screw into those metal spots, and then you get a chair. It comes with the white cushion, and I left the plastic on for the little fingers and food and such, but I think I'll get a different cushion that I can rinse outside. This is indoor-outdoor furniture. I do have it around the dinette in the dinette table in the dinette, and it's working out really well that we can all sit with the kids when they're eating, or I can sit with the kids and don't have to worry about rickety chairs. I do love the style. I put my own pillows on the back and ordered some outdoor cushions. I think that's going to be cute, and it will hold up to 250 pounds. So you see how nice this is to sit here with the kids, and it's really stylish. I really do love the look of these. I love the wicker weave, and see how sturdy they are. You're not going to tip over. These are great chairs. I really do love them.
So just a great little option, guys. Set up indoors, outdoors. You guys pick and choose. It's really up to you how you use it and where you want to use it at. So just very, very, very beautifully well done. Now, 4D vibration plate might be in your carousel and maybe something you actually want. Now, the 4D vibration plate is a great little option to, of course, get a great workout for that. Now, the way this is going to work, you guys are going to stand on it. You're going to pick and choose the area you stand in. It's going to vibrate. And when it vibrates, it's going to change, of course, patterns of vibration. Depending on the vibration you pick, it may be easy for you or may, of course, be harder for you. Now, it has a nice little slap-on remote control that goes on your wrist. It's going to turn it on and off. It's going to have, of course, the arm straps if you need an elastic banding. So you guys do have the arm straps to do like arm curls and everything. The elastic bands are going to be great to go around your legs to give you guys more resistance of that workout. Now, it's going to allow you to pick up to like 99 speed, so you guys can adjust the speed up there really, really high. By going to those speeds, the vibration is going to, of course, go faster or slower. By choosing how you do it, that's on you. Now, you guys can do oscillation, combination, vibration, whatever you want. It's got like 4 to 5 modes with this, and it's got a lot of different speeds. Now, putting your feet in the middle is going to be like just walking. Putting your feet slightly to the side is going to be more like jogging. And then all the way to the complete sides is going to be for those of you that want to sprint to the finish line. By putting your feet out there really wide, and of course setting it on speed 99 and mode, of course, max, you guys can actually get a really, really intense workout. For the people that need to be a little bit more steady or sturdy, you guys can set this next to like a counter so you guys can hold yourself up. I get it. Some people are a little unsteady on their feet. You have the 4 different elastic banding from light to heavy. The heavy is going to be like your max extreme workout. Now, setting up the timer, you guys can just do that, pick the time, and of course set this. Then you're going to notice that he's going to put it on just standard modes, and he's going to set it up there, and it's going to start vibrating. He has it set to like jog mode, but when he starts to like lean down or of course squat, it's going to make the workout more intense. Change the mode of the vibration, and it's going to, of course, right here you guys see the vibration changed. It's a little bit more of a more intense vibration, and when he starts to squat down, you'll see that his calf muscles start clamping up, and that's because it's actually taking quite a bit to do that. You start shaking and vibrating, and it's going to work out those muscles, and it's going to, of course, give you guys a nice little workout like the old shaking machines. Now, it's a cool little idea, great little option. If you guys are looking for something like that, that is definitely a very, very cool one to go with. It is about $400, so it does cost you a little bit. So do be a little cautious if that's not in your market. They also have like a 3D variation instead of a 4D. When you're done with that, you guys are going to need a foot massager, so why not do that with this?
Taking a look at the Comfier foot massager. Now this is a heat and shiatsu style massager. Now right here, you guys, you'll see the actual massager. It actually has, of course, this beautiful little top that will actually come open. That is where you're going to put your feet in. Once your feet in there, you're going to be golden to go. Now right here, these inserts are actually removable, so you can wash them out. These will fit, of course, larger feet. I've actually noticed that, and it works perfectly well. With this, of course, guys, you do have your heat mode, low and high. You have your kneading mode, low and high as well. You then have your mode selector switch, which goes through 4 different modes. You have mode A, B, C, and of course D with that. You have a power button and a pause button. You have air inflation and a timer with this. Now, the cool part is guys, you can use this pretty much anywhere, but it also has a remote control, so you don't have to reach down and do that while you're doing it. The massaging is going to work perfectly well for you guys where you need to, when you need that foot massage. Now, I was just using this, of course, to massage my feet after a nice long day, and it works perfectly well for that. And my feet fit in there, and of course, I have very large feet. So if you guys need to, and you guys have those.
Now, it does have the removable inserts. It's got, of course, heating mode. It's got kneading and, of course, modes of types of air pressure. Now, you guys can, of course, mix the actual, I'm going to say, like, the pressure amount. If you guys need a, more intense mode, you guys can set that up there. And it does have a timer. It's a great little piece. And of course, when you're done, take it out, because if you're using the heat, you guys can actually wash it out. Just a nice little option for those that need a foot massage. Now, if you guys need like a back massager that can work on your legs, your calves, your bellies, hey, we also have the Comfier heating pad.
What
right
I got here is not a wrestling belt, but in fact,
buddy,
it
no
is
worries,
a
my
heating
guy.
pad
No
by
worries.
Comfier for your back or your front, I guess. You can wear it whichever way you like. Now, it has a really soft material on both the front and the back side. It has a nice little Comfier branding on the outside of the device as well. And this just has a few motors in it that offers a nice vibrating effect when you put it on your front or your back. Now, this thing is pretty small on its own. Look. This thing's pretty small on its own, okay? But it does come with a little extension pad. It has 2 different pieces of Velcro, as well as 2 different pieces on the belt itself, or on the heating pad itself. Actually has 3. So you can really get the secure fit that you need. Now, I think I'm only going to be a 2-strap boy today. And we can put this on, put it on my back like this, all right? So we just put this on, okay? Feels good. It does come with an included AC plug, and you just plug it in to your power source of choice, and then plug the heating pad into it. And it
Now, you guys can see Blake is using this, guys, and you guys can pick and choose the temperature. You guys can set up a timer. Turn it on, turn it off. It's going to allow you to do your back. It's going to allow you to do your belly. It'll allow you to do your arms, your legs, wherever you really want to, even around the back of your neck if you guys just want to strap it over that. It's a nice little heating pad with vibration, and that's the cool part. By adding the vibration, it really extends that heating pad helping. You guys bent over, grabbed a really heavy box. Let's say, something like this large box sitting next to me. It's like a 100-pound box. Picking that up, tweaking your back is never no fun. By having a heating pad to help alleviate that stress that you've just caused to yourself, it's just a great little option. I'm glad you're enjoying it, buddy. I really am. So, I've heard that people have dumped a lot of hours in it and then turned around and still started complaining. Like, I don't know. Some of the stuff I've been watching is like, why are people complaining? It looks like a Pokemon game. Now, my guess is because they expected to be new state of the art and a whole new venue, but hey, it's Pokemon. So, yeah, I was debating it. I ended up getting sick, so it was like, I'll just hold off. I'll get it at some point, I'm sure. All right, up next, guys, is going to be a really great little hand massager, or handheld massager, I should say. James here. Today we're taking a look at the... Now, this is going to be the beautiful Life Pro Sonic LX. The Life Pro Sonic. Let's go here, guys. This is a massager I still have to this day. Now, this massager's got a heated tip with it. It's got actually 10 different heads. And it's better. I never played that one. Can't say I played that one. That is one of the ones I don't think I've played. Now, with the hand massager, like I said, 10 different
Charge.
heads,
You'll then be
rechargeable,
greeted with
nice
this
battery
USB
life,
to USB-C cable.
and it's going
There's
to
a
allow you
reason
to
for that.
massage in certain areas. Now, you guys just saw
And we're going to kind of get to these.
Amazon wigged out.
First, you
frozen
have this
screen.
nice
Saw
little bullet
the 10
foam
different heads are going to be
style
like
head.
metal cones.
You then
flat
have a
cones,
shovel
heavy
head,
paddles.
guys.
It's going to be, of course,
You then have
shovel
two
head
of the
style.
round large
It's going to have
balls.
the curved one to go around
right
your
here,
spine
guys,
and
two
your
different
neck.
styles of
But
those.
it's got that heated
You then
tip.
have the
Now,
spinal
the heated tip
hook.
has 2 heating
right?
levels.
You then
USB-C
also have this
recharging
cool
capable,
absorber. It's
and
like a
9
rubber
speeds of
bouncy
vibration on the
absorber
massage
tip.
gun. With the extra
that's
long
cool.
handle means I can
You
actually
then
target
have
the back
this
of my
other
head or
really
neck
cool tip.
and go to
Do that
town.
again.
The heated tip is red in
Make sure
color,
we
so you
get
guys
this.
know it heats up.
There we go. It's green,
And of course,
then
it's got a
red.
button on the bottom.
So we are
that doesn't
now
press
on.
it,
It's
it'll
going to
change
start
colors
heating
with the
up.
heating
Now,
mode
the
you want.
device.
Gets up to temperature. In
The
under
device
9
does
seconds.
weigh a little bit. It is blue in coloration.
problem.
Remember, I said there
Connected
are
to, of course,
several
this
colors: red,
massager,
blue,
and
and
you're going to
black.
have 20
On
millimeters
this, guys, you have
drive
your
or
on and off on the
movement.
bottom.
It's going to give you guys a nice, beautiful,
just like that, guys.
massage.
You will then
Now,
turn it back
target the
on. And of
areas
course,
you
I'm going to turn
really
it on.
need, and you
It's
guys
on
can
level
actually
9, so
enjoy it.
it's maxed out. Hopefully,
Now,
you guys
whether
can
it
kind
be
of see
your
this
arms, your
moving.
backs, your
and all of
sides,
that.
your
Now,
legs,
we're gonna
wherever
start
you need to
using this.
target it, it's going to give you that massage where you need. And that's the
Wow.
cool part about that. Wiley, what's up, buddy?
So
What's
level
going
9
on,
on
my
the
guy?
arm is a little.
I am
You
definitely
guys
here,
can see
dude.
that. Look at that.
How you doing? What's cracking?
Look at the movement
Massage.
of the
What can I
skin and all
say,
of that. And
guys?
you
If
can
you need a
feel the
massage,
heat.
there are
Now,
a bunch
it's
of great
moving
options
so
right
much
there. Of
that
course,
you can
Sonic
actually
Electric
tell
Pro gun.
that it's
Beautiful
actually
4-hour
like you
battery
can
life
see
with
almost
ease
through my skin
and
in it.
self-timing
Now-
mechanisms. What's new? What is new, my friend? What is new? Now, you guys notice that I'm a little off my game. That's because, well, yep, I'm still not 100% over whatever I caught. Oh. Up next is going to be the Life Pro Juva Wrap Infrared Sauna Blanket for your beds, your couches, your floors, wherever you really want to use it. Now, this infrared sauna blanket is a large blanket. It's about 72 inches long by about 36 inches wide, which means you guys have about a 64-inch
Wellness
circumference.
recovery.
I feel that, man. I feel that struggling, but still alive. Yeah, I feel it, buddy. It's his life. Yeah, you're going to get, of course, 3 individually detox blankets, which are kind of like, saran wrap with tinfoil, right? It's going to help intensify the heat level with this. Now, you do have multiple heating levels built into this, and you guys can pick and choose the temperature that you want on this device. Now, you're also going to have timer. If you guys want to set up the timer, you guys can set it up to, I think it's like 60 minutes max timing. Do I recommend going in there and hopping in for a 60-minute sauna? I mean, you could, but make sure you have moisture with you, like water. Your heating levels are going to be like from 95 to 104 for like improved sense of overall well-being. 105 to 113 is going to soothe the body. 114 to 131 is going to be like physical therapy type. 132 to 149 is going to boost detoxification, or 150 to 170 is going to, of course, complete detox. So it's just one of those options with this. Now, I love this little piece. It's got a nice long controller, but like I said, it's about 36 inches wide, 71 to 72 inches long, 65 inches round. So, guys, big people can fit in this, 6 foot plus, and large people can fit in this blanket. Set it up and go to town. I'm going to... Hey, man, thanks for popping in. Have fun playing that game. I appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit. Now, with it, set it up wherever you guys really want to. Hop on in there and get that sauna going. And that's where you're sitting, right here on a bed. If you guys want to put it on the floor or the couch, you guys have those options. Set it up and go with that. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we just got to get through another day. That's all we're doing. And having fun doing it. So, really great ideas with it on hand. Now, maybe you're into a nice little watch. I mean, it's getting that time of the year where, wives are wanting gifts and everything else in between. So why not check out, of course, this Lola Rose Delicate Dainty watch. that Mrs.
And he
Dragonwater
sent
did.
us.
Now, this is a malachite dial. It's made in London, of course. It's got a leather banding, and it's got a beautiful gold tone around the casing, and a crystal watch. It does take a battery, so if your guys' battery dies, you can replace it, so don't worry about it. It's not going to be a loss on the watch. Has a nice little crown on the dial, so you guys can actually turn and adjust the time. Perfect for pretty much most settings or evenings out on the town or just around the house. You guys can, of course, use it wherever you really want to. It's about $130. It's like normally $170. So yeah, it's going to cost you a little bit, but it is definitely worth getting because it fits most settings. Now, your wife is going to love it. Your significant loved one. It's not the largest watch. I mean, let's be honest, the crystal on my watch is a lot bigger than the crystal on that one. So it's going to be more daintier or perfect for any setting. And that's the cool part. Comes with the great little carrying case and everything else in between. So if you guys need to, check it on out. I think we have Queen Mattress Topper up next. This is going to be a great option. I think it's like $52. Its sale ends in like 16 hours on this one.
It's a really nice queen topper for mattress, and Bedlore made this, and Hazel thinks it's for her. She got toys today, so she thinks it's her birthday. And this is an air mattress. I thought there's no way it's going to fit this air mattress, but it absolutely does. It was as if it was made for this double air mattress, right? It's a queen size. It's very tall. As deep as this is, 6 to 18 inch. This is so very nice because air mattresses, they're not really comfortable. And I put this pad on it, and myself and the girls, we will watch movies on the big screen sometimes and just blow up the air mattress. It's good for if you have guests. You can put padding on the air mattresses and you have an extra bed. And it's easy to clean. It's machine washable. And it'll get bigger after you take it out of, fluffier after you take it out of the packing. So do give it some time.
So if you guys need that beautiful little mattress topper, hey, check those on out. And I actually use mattress toppers. I love them. And that's going to be a great one for queen size, but they do have other sizes or variations. So if you guys need something a little bit bigger, they have you covered with that. And that's a great little thing. To be able to do that, have your extra sizes and everything in between, hey, why not do it? So definitely check that one out, guys. You will enjoy that whatsoever all the way around. And I have on town. Now, up next is going to be another great little product. Of course, with this, we're going to talk about the cartoon dog hoodie. We're going to just let the video play because, hey, why not?
I love Ilfrickin sweatshirts because they are quality made and they're thick. They're great for
Of course, you
Wisconsin.
guys can't see it, so why not let me fix this? Hey, here we go.
Frickin' sweatshirts because they are quality made and they're thick. They're great for Wisconsin winters. I have a number of them and I love to get them in oversized because I just want to be cozy. So this is really big and definitely cozy. The big hood, you get lost in the hoodie and lost in the hood, and it has a little Christmas dachshund on there with the
Now, it does come in different sizes and colors, so if you guys don't like the size or the color variation of this, there are other options with you. Is that it's a nice large hoodie with it. It's got, of course, the hand pocket area. It's got a hood that's going to go over you, and it's going to fit you very well, so check it on out. And, of course, for $55, hey, great little option. Now, the Geiger Super Block, this is a great little brain teaser that's going to work well for those of you that need like that brain tease or to get the synapses of the brain going. Now, this is going to have thousands of levels, so you guys can go over a level 99 without a problem. It's going to, of course, pick and choose the level, and if you lower the level, it's going to use single colors. It's going to actually indicate the color by the shape, and it will actually show you guys the color up on the device. By doing that, it's going to tell you guys which devices you need to use to design or figure out the shape it's trying to make. Right here, it's telling us we need to use the red variation. Of course, it's a low level. So we grab the red little devices and we have to actually set them in or on the device. By setting them on the device and pressing downwards, it's going to actually latch the system in. It's going to say, oh, we actually completed the level or we didn't. If it doesn't complete the level, then you either need to reset the piece in or find the proper piece that does this. Now you can see right here, he's using the triangle and the L to make the shape. If you go way up higher in the levels, it's going to use multiple colors. And you guys, the harder the design, the harder it's going to be because you're going to have to figure out which pieces you're using out of the 15 to 20 pieces that you have laying here. And of course, this is now, again, level 4. It's going to be still red, so you guys have to indicate which pieces make this design. You're going to have like the little fish arrow up in the corner. Well, that was easy, okay? So now we're going to try and figure out the other piece. Well, you know, it's either going to be like an arrow, the L shape, or square, and you'll have to figure that out. Well, oh, we're going to use like the B-2 bomber, and then we're going to use the U shape. Pick a different design, and of course the levels, and it changes the colors with this. Thousands of levels, thousands of designs, and of course Geiger to move you along with it. Now I have one last product in the carousel today. This is going to be the How Brave is Maeve. It's a cool little like game. I'll let you guys see the video.
With this game, I played the game with a 4.5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. So this is How Brave is Maeve, and I've never seen anything like this. It's the barn is on the edge of the table, and then the path goes out off the edge of the table, and Maeve is the goat, and she goes out, or he goes, Maeve, I think that's a girl name, goes out, and it's a balance game, right? So Maeve, how brave is Maeve? She's going out on this floating path, and eventually it will collapse, just given the balance and the weight. So you have the little pathway, you have the cards, which tell you how many pieces to put on the path. You start out with 2 pieces, the round parts, and they go under the barn that's on the piece that goes from the table to the edge. So we were playing, and the little one would put the pieces on the secure side of the barn. She just wanted to make a big stack. Well, that was to our benefit. And then myself and the 4-year-old would put them out further. And I thought Maeve should move a spot each time. It didn't state whether Maeve should move a spot each time, but that's logical. And we just played and we had a good time. We're just waiting, you know, Maeve, that's such a cute name for a goat. And we were just waiting for it to happen. So you can weave the cards in and out a little bit, but we've got quite a distance out there. We didn't move Maeve because I think that would have made it more difficult for the girls. I did a little bit move Maeve because I can just be really careful, right? And so then she puts the part on there in a safe place. That's fine. And then she's gonna go again and kind of put it out a little way. Ooh, almost went. And then what's next? We were drawing cards, and after a while we just thought we're just going to put a piece or whatever. No rules. So then a part of hers fell, and I don't know if the rules would state you have to pick another card if a piece of yours falls, but that might be logical. I don't know.
Yeah, as you guys see, the card's going to tell you what pieces you're using, and then you set it up, and of course, angle it in. Whoever drops, or of course the whole piece drops, then of course the game is over. Now, being able to set it up and design it like this, it's actually a great little idea to be able to do, and of course teach your kids how to, of course, hand coordination and how to, you know, right there, it happened, it all fell, it's over, game over and bust. Just a cool little idea for the kids if you're looking for something like that. Now, that is the last product I have for this show today, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Wiley, I appreciate you popping in. Ryan, thank you as well. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go back to bed, try to get over whatever I have and all of those other variations. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you on the next show. Later, everybody.